Hello, everybody. This is Gerald Salenti, and it's Thursday, February 1st, 2024. And here are some of today's trends in the news. And remember, the trend is your friend, and nobody anywhere other than the Trends Journal gives you the trends, the geopolitical trends, socioeconomic, technocracy, AI, high tech science, on and on and on. We're giving you what nobody else is. So, matter of fact, this is from the toilet paper record today in the business section. Ready? Yeah, not making this up. Man who posted graphic YouTube video is charged with killing his father. This is in the business section. What the fuck do I care about this? I'm looking for the business spec. $4 for this shit. Oh, and people don't like my language. Fuck off. Grow the fuck up. It's shit. And they're shitting all over us. And Trends Journals, by the way, is $2.86 a week. When we go to Trends Journal, some guy sends me this letter. I find it very difficult to listen to your broadcast because of your cuss words. No, cuss words? Cuss words? What, are you still in fucking kindergarten? Get it in your head. When somebody's trying to kill you, it's not cuss words, it's proper language. When someone's stealing all your fucking money to give it to the military-industrial complex to slaughter innocent Palestinians, it's proper language when you say, I had enough of your fucking shit. And get this in your head. I'm a Napolitano. I'm born in the Bronx. I'll be who I want to be. I won't tell you what to be. Don't fucking tell me what to be. And fuck is not a cuss word. It is a proper word. You're still in fucking kindergarten. Cuss word. You listen to the bullshit that they say so properly, folks, like Obama. Folks, Gaddafi has to go. We're going to murder the guy. Cuss word? Hey, get this in your head. How about this for a cuss word? All you little people that don't like the truth and that aren't fighters. How about this for a cuss word? Saddam Hussein has weapons of mass destruction. Yeah. Oh, but you have to say it properly, Salenti. That's the trouble with what's going on in this world. There are no fighters out there. This is proper language. Get it in your kindergarten head. It's situational language. If someone's trying to fuck over you, steal your money, rob you. Be nice. Let's sit down and discuss this as you're slaughtering Palestinians in front of everybody's eyes. A crisis like I've never seen in my life. Week after week, month after month, almost 4 months. Yeah. Yep. Anyway, going on to the markets. The Dow was up today. Everybody's happy. Hey, gold prices are going up. Gold went up. Oil went down. As they're going to be ramping up the war. Let's see what happens. But why is oil going down? Well, companies, CNBC, announced the highest level of job cuts in January since early 2023. The job outplacement firm, Challenger Gray and Christmas, said planned layoffs totaled 82,307 for the month. You ready? A jump of 136% from December. It was the second highest total layoff and the lowest planned hiring level for the month of January in data going back to 2009. Oh, 2009. Oh, the Great Recession. Got it. Wonder why oil prices are going down? We're going to tell you why. The report follows news on Wednesday from ADP that private payrolls increased just 107,000 for the month. Why is it going down? Wall Street Journal. You ready for this? We've only been warning about the office building bust since they locked everybody down and said people aren't going to be commuting back to work. They hated doing it. They realized how bad it was after they were locked up and had to work from home for over a year. Stock plunge reignites fear for regional banks. Shares of New York Community Bank Corp plunged 38%. This is Wall Street Journal Wednesday, after the company swung to a fourth quarter loss. You read the whole article, and at the end, NYCB said more of its property loans have started to sour. Isn't that, now that's proper language. All of our property loans are starting to sour. They're defaulting on the fucking loans. We warned about this was going to happen. Nothing, barely anything in the news. One of our top trends for 2024, banks go bust. Banks go bust right in front of your eyes. Hardly, but anybody can see. Potential losses, particularly in the commercial property space. Oh, commercial property space? Hey, how about office building bust? One of our top trends for 2023. Yeah. Your office occupancy rate is around 50%. Your office vacancy, vacant, nobody there, 20%. Then the New York Times, the toilet paper record. NYCB stocks plummet after big loss is posted. At the bottom, the very bottom of the article, the bank's executives said they would have to sock away more money. Isn't that like they sock away more? Little fucking language they use. Sock away more money for losses in loans in commercial real estate, partly because of the souring investment environment in office space. Souring investment. Could you believe this in office space? This thing's going to hit hard. It's starting to happen. They're burying the news. They don't want you to know how bad it is. Here. Wall Street Journal yesterday. Real estate turmoil hits office towers. Rents at the highest end buildings have been falling, while the rates of leasing have been slowing. Isn't that nice language? Don't worry about it. Everything's going to be okay. It'll come back. It'll come back. Chinese real estate, again, oil. Why prices are going down. Chinese real estate struggles are far from over. Yep. Over the last 2 years, firms crumbled under the weight of massive debt and sales of new homes plunged. Yep. Why? Because China wants the COVID war. January 2020, it's Lunar Year, New Year, the year of the rat. 3 years of zero COVID policy. Hundreds of millions of lives and livelihoods destroyed. Why are oils down? That's your biggest importer of oil in the world. Oh, China's investors snap up gold as real estate and equities disappoint. Financial Times. Yeah. Chinese investment demand for gold, spanning bars and coins, grew 28%. What's one of our top trends for 2024? Going for the gold. That's right. We said this is the year for gold. And of course, all the details and why are in your Trends Journal. You go to trendsjournal.com and you get them. And don't forget there's a subscribe button here so you get more people to listen to what we're saying, because we're putting out the truth. And as all they're going, one Vice, BuzzFeed, one after another going out of business. Yep. China was the principal spot for Gold jewelry and investment flows in 2023, according to the World Gold Council. This is Financial Times. This is great. Wage growth worries give ECB rate setters pause for thought. Yep. They worry about wages going up. And here's what they say. Meanwhile, ECB's assumptions that wage increases would be absorbed in companies' margin, blah, 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 blah. This is a phenomenon of catching up for employees. It's also one of the reasons we see higher inflation because of rising wages, right? No. You got the scumbags who put the sanctions on Russia, drove up energy prices. That's why you got inflation. But they're blaming it on the plantation workers of Slavelandia as what? The 1%, according to Oxfam, own 43% of all the financial assets in the world. Yep. But they blame it on the workers. Here, you ready? The big's getting bigger. Walmart aims to expand by 150 stores in the USA. Is it? Oh, what a lovely place. I've been in Walmarts like twice in my life. It's so damn ugly. Again, grocery stores, hardware stores, stationery stores, mom and pop stores, all gone. The bigs have taken over everything. Eurozone economy flattens as Germany and France falter. Oh, Germany, the largest economy in Europe and the fourth largest in the world, faltering. How long have we been writing about this in the Trends Journal? Oh, no, but it came out as news. Oh, yeah, the Financial Times. This is big. You ready? Europe is still recovering from a lingering energy shock and has not experienced the same degree of fiscal stimulus as the more resilient United States economy in recent years. Fiscal stimulus. Cheap fucking money being dumped into the system to enrich the bigs. Yeah. Merger and acquisition activity in 2021 was an all-time high because the money's so cheap and the bigs keep getting bigger. But energy crisis, but they don't say who caused it. The politicians. The little pricks, and I can't say the other word because I don't want to use cuss words. IMF doubles Russia's growth outlook as Ukraine war stimulates economy. Guess what? We had forecast this when everybody else, when Biden said we're going to punish Putin with the sanctions, when everybody was saying Russia's going to go down, and all the companies started pulling out, what was one of our top trends? Self-sufficiency, self-sustaining economy. We said Russia has all the human and natural resources it needs to pull away from globalization and push up the economy. Ignored by everyone. But that's why you subscribe to the Trends Journal, because you're getting history before it happens. Self-sustaining economies are the way of the future, not globalization. Globalization is only enriching the rich, so the manufacturers can get their shit made into cheapest slave labor anywhere they want it, bring it here to any country, sell it, and make more profits. So all those companies that left, all those companies, the Starbucks and the this bucks and the that bucks, all the people that left Russia, the Russians took over. Self-sustaining economy, and same thing with America. We have all the human and natural resources we need to be self-sustaining and rising the level of the people. So EU approves $50 billion in Ukraine aid. This just came out. EU leaders have signed off on $50 billion. Look at these clowns. Look at these little fucking clowns. Look at these little scumbags. Hey, all you people. Oh, I was reading about, what was I saying before about the Eurozone economy flatlines? Fuck the people. We got to get the war going. And those little slime balls that's they don't worry about getting any money. They're sucking off the public tit. Oh, you don't like public tit. Yeah, they could give a shit. Again, warmongers in charge, or freaks running a country near you. A country. And now we got U.S. plans blame for drone strikes on Iran-backed militia. And then this is an exclusive today from Reuters. U.S. believes drones that killed soldiers were Iranian-made, sources say. And then they quote that Lloyd Austin. Lloyd Austin, he was a general. He killed people in Iraq. He killed people in Afghanistan. He looks at us like we're a bunch of privates. Yeah, he hates people like me. I launched Occupy Peace. Oh yeah. How dare I don't want to get involved in foreign entanglements because I believe in George Washington and the founding fathers who warned us not to get involved in this shit's been going on for thousands of years. Isolationist. I'm not an isolationist. I'm not a warmongering freak like you are. He goes on to say, Austin said, how much Iran knew or didn't know, we don't know, but it really doesn't matter because Iran sponsors these groups. It funds these groups. And in some cases, it trains these groups on advanced conventional weapons. Hey, Lloyd, how about the United States that sponsors these groups like the IDF, where they're stealing billions of dollars of our money to slaughter Palestinians? Hey, Lloyd, how about the United States sponsoring Ukraine and the EU to kill Russians? Oh, that doesn't count. Funding these groups. Yep. Oh, that's fine. And trains these groups like the United States trains the groups. But it's okay for the United States to train the groups to kill anybody that the United States and its allies want to kill. But those dirty Iranians, where is anybody? Why aren't people talking about this? Where is the media? With the media? What media? A bunch of shithead nothings, prostitutes. Blinken warns of most dangerous conditions since 1973. This is a terribly Blinken. I'm the daddy's boy. My daddy was ambassador to Hungary. My uncle was ambassador to Brussels. I went to Dalton, Harvard. I'm a member of the club. I loved every war since I've been sucking off the public tit about 1994. This is an incredible, volatile time. I would argue that we've not seen this dangerous time since 1973 Yom Kippur War. Blinken said about the attack on Sunday that killed 3 Americans. We will respond, and that response could be multi-leveled, come in stages, and sustained over time. Where are all the people? How come nobody's talking about peace? Only more war from the little war whores. Got it. Pentagon said Iran bears responsibility because it funds these groups in Iraq and Syria and launched attacks on our service members. What the fuck are we doing in Syria and Iraq? You're illegally there in Syria. Totally illegal. And what are we doing in Iraq? We slaughtered how many million people? Because we, the stupid people of Slavelandia, trillions of dollars? What the fuck are we doing over there? But again, Iran's responsible because they're behind them. But America's not responsible for being behind the IDF for Ukraine. So could Russia bomb America? Could the Arab nations bomb America and its allies because they're supporting the people that are killing them? No. Black pastors pressing Biden on ceasefire. It's the New York Times. The effort of persuasion also carries a political warning. Black faith leaders are extremely disappointed in the Biden administration on this issue, said Reverend Timothy McDonald, the pastor of the Baptist Church. 15, and this is about, they say about a lot of people that are members of these, that several 100,000. And this could hurt Biden's reelection, they're saying. Yep. more than 150 members, 1,500 members. They also said, we've talked about it. It's going to be very hard to persuade our people to go back to the polls and vote for Biden. Yep. Good for them. And then there's an article here in the Wall Street Journal, light shed by reporters on Gaza war is fading. They say that nearly all the journalists who have died in Gaza since October 7th were killed by Israeli airstrikes. According to the Committee to Protect Journalists, 38 of them at home in their cars with family members. And then today, UN experts condemn disturbing attack on journalists in Gaza. In a statement released Thursday, they said, quote, "We have received disturbing reports that despite being clearly identifiable in jackets, helmets, marked press, or traveling in well-marked press vehicles, journalists have come under attack, which would seem to indicate that killings, injuries, and detentions are a deliberate strategy of the Israeli forces to obstruct the media and silence critical reporting. Over 122 journalists and media workers have been killed in Gaza since the war broke out on October 7th. Nothing, no condemnation about it from America. Humanitarian crisis in Gaza deepens. That's okay. That's all right. And on and on. We have a lot more here. And U.S. arms sales hit a record high. Isn't that great? Terrific. So check out the video I did yesterday with Judge Andrew Napolitano. And keep supporting us because we keep supporting you. And if you want to see what in the world is going on, what's next and what to do, you need the Trends Journal. And the more subscribers we have, the more we do. This week's edition, again, is almost 200 pages. You could listen to it audibly as well. And of course, they're trying to silence me in any way they can. Again, as we say, America keeps going to war as the nation keeps going to shit. And there's an article here that came out about how despite pledges of safer rails, accidents are up. Derailments rose at the top 5 freight railroads in 2023, according to a report for the first 10 months of the year, the most recent period for which data was this, according to the New York Times. So the nation's rotting in front of us, homeless, migrants, 63% of the people living paycheck to paycheck, and all they do is ramp up war. No peace is allowed. So support Occupy Peace, support the Trends Journal, support yourself. Thank you.
The Trends Journal, the best investment you could make, because it's the best investment into your mind, and it can change how you look at the world.
His work is actually a gold mine. Anybody interested in politics, political trends, economic trends, social trends, cultural trends, you have to follow him, Gerald Celente.
The Trends Journal is one of the greatest sources of information, and and it really is. You're predicting these things well ahead of time. I would encourage everyone to go grab the latest copy.
Been a Trends Journal subscriber for 20 years. I just have to commend you. What you guys have put together in your latest Trends Journal, there's nothing like this out there.
Sir, everything that you predicted about the economy, you were absolutely right. So I have followed you all this time. So please take a look at the Trends Journal.
You correctly forecast that the Fed would hike rates quite aggressively, correctly said that initially gold and silver would drop as the Fed starts to raise rate to 1.5% and above. When we spoke last, Bitcoin was around 49,000. You said you expect a drop, and if it drops below 30, 35, then it could really drop.
Trends Journal, which I would encourage people to go and check out. It's actually a 200-page document, pure data-driven analysis.
Gerald Celente, the top trends forecaster in the world. Gerald, you had an interesting call back in September of last year. You said gold had bottomed, which is exactly what happened. And here we are, and we're above $1,900.
Subscribe to the Trends Journal. Read history before it happened at trendsjournal.com.